The Paulet-Newcombe Agreement, Paulet-Newcombe Line, also known as the Franco-British Boundary Agreements, were a sequence of agreements signed between 1920–23 between the British and French governments regarding the position and nature of the boundary between the Mandates of Palestine and Mesopotamia, attributed to Great Britain, and the Mandate of Syria and the Lebanon, attributed to France. The agreements fixed the line of the Syrian-Palestinian border between the Mediterranean Sea and the town of Al-Hamma. The agreement takes its name from French Lieutenant Colonel N.Paulet and British Lieutenant Colonel S.F. Newcombe, who were appointed to lead the Boundary Commission. The boundary between the forthcoming British and French mandates was defined in broad terms in the 1920 Franco-British Convention on certain points connected with the mandates for Syria and the Lebanon, Palestine and Mesopotamia, signed in Paris on the 23rd of December 1920. That agreement placed the bulk of the Golan Heights in the French sphere. The treaty also established a joint commission to settle the precise details of the border and mark it on the ground. The commission submitted its final report on the 3rd of February 1922, which included a number of amendments. It was approved with some caveats by the French and British governments on the 7th of March 1923. Several months before Britain and France assumed the mandatory responsibilities on the 29th of September 1923. Bibliography: Franco-British Convention on certain points connected with the mandates for Syria and the Lebanon, Palestine and Mesopotamia, signed Dec. 23, 1920. Text available in American Journal of International Law, Volume 16, Number 3, Supplement 1922, 122–126. Agreement between His Majesty's government and the French government respecting the boundary line between Syria and Palestine from the Mediterranean to Al-Hamma. Treaty Series Number 13, CMD, 1910. Gideon Bigger, Geographical and Other Arguments in Delimitation in the Boundaries of British Palestine, in International Boundaries and Boundary Conflict Resolution, IBRU Conference, ISBN 1855600005, 41–61. John McTeigue, Anglo-French Negotiations over the Boundaries of Palestine, 1919–1920, Journal of Palestine Studies, Volume 11, Number 2, 101–112. Yitzhak Gilhar, British Commitments to the Arabs and Their Application to the Palestine-Transjordan Boundary, The Issue of the Semitic Triangle, Middle Eastern Studies, Volume 29, Number 4, 690–701. Muhsin Yusuf, The Zionists and the Process of Defining the Borders of Palestine, 1915–1923, Journal of South Asian and Middle Eastern Studies, Volume 15, Number 1, 18–39. Gideon Bigger, The Encyclopedia of International Boundaries, New York, Facts on File. Gideon Bigger, The Boundaries of Modern Palestine, 1840–1947. London, Routledge, ISBN 0-7146-56542. U.S. Department of State, International Boundary Study Series, Iraq, Jordan, Iraq, Syria, Jordan, Syria, Israel, Lebanon.